Well, greetings, folks. We're back here in the library again because today I'm not going to necessarily talk to you about the word, but I do want to talk about words. And where do we find more words than in a library, where the books are just full of words? I was viewing a message by Adrian Rogers the other day, one of my favorite preachers, besides Pastor Casey. And he talked about a time that he was preaching in Romania. And after one of the sermons, he went out to lunch with the translator. And he asked the translator, how are the translations going? And the translator said, I think it's going pretty good, but you keep using this English word commitment. And to be honest, we don't have a Romanian word for that. So Adrian Rogers asked him, so what are you saying? He said, I've been using the word surrender. And Adrian Rogers said, well, aren't those the same? Well, apparently this translator had studied in the United States and gone to college there and was versed in the English language. And he said, well, actually the word commitment in your English language didn't really start appearing in common usage until about the late 1800s. Up until that point, it was strictly a legal term. So it's kind of new, but then Adrian said, again, but don't they mean the same? And he said, no, I think if you think about commitment, when you make a commitment, that's you, almost like you signing a paper. This is what I'm going to do. And so the focus is on what you do. Whereas surrender is what you give up to. When we make a commitment at times, we don't always follow through. But when we surrender, especially surrender to God, we're just saying, come in. I want you to do things in me. I want your spirit to come in and be in my heart. I want your spirit to work through me, to speak through me. I totally surrender all to you. And I think that I have a little sign on my desk that says, do you have enough strength to surrender? Because sometimes I think we think of surrender as giving up, or, I'm not going to do anything, or I'm just wave the white flag and I'm done. But when it comes to surrendering to God, that's really when the work begins for us. Because by opening our heart and giving self away and saying, I want you to come in. I want you to be the one who speaks to me, through me. I want you to be the one who works through these hands and through these feet. I want you to be in my voice. When we're totally surrendered in that way, that's when God can really use us. And so I hope this little comparison of two simple words, commitment and surrender, have been meaningful for you. And my hope and prayer always is that you have surrendered your whole self to God. And in that, we will see him work in our midst. God bless.